My journey of life. I, Mohwasha Majelele Stephen Serudu, was born on 30 July 1935 at the village of Makgatle Adikungwane in Sebetiela district at the town of Mkopane. I'm the last child of Letulu Nadinadi Maisela and Geko Raisibe Mahlase Sophie Serudu. The Serudu family originates from Maroteng in Tubadze, Stielpoort. Our great-grandfather Serudi Samatuba was a gallant soldier in Kgosi Sekhukhunye's famous Matuba regiment. He was particularly well known for his outstanding skills in making spears and battle axes for the Matuba regiment. It is alleged that he was killed together with more than 400 Bapedi soldiers in the battle against the Swazi mercenaries and white settlers' armies. The three sons of Serudi, Samatuba, Sekate, Mano, and Mangwe, as well as their younger sister Mosalana, fled from Maroteng to Sebetiela Moletlane after the death of their father during the war against the combined forces of Swazi mercenaries and armed forces of the white settlers. They sought refuge in the kingdom of the Matebele kingdom of Moletlane, Sebetiela, under the reign of King Gegana. On arrival, they discarded their rightful surname of Pala. They then used their father's praise name of Serudu as their new surname. They also changed their totem Pof, Nook, porcupine, to that of Gwena, crocodile, which they saw splashing into the waters of the Olifants River when they were crossing the river, clinging on the tails of the cattle, which they drove to swim across the river. My primary school life. Between the years of 1946 and 1953. I grew up in an environment in which most children of my age had never attended school. I was already 11 years old when my father sent me to the local primary school named Makgatle Primary School to go and learn about the art of reading and writing. My high school life during 1954 to 1957. In January 1954, I proceeded to Lady Selborne High School in Pretoria for my junior certificate course. My father died 7 days before I sat for the junior certificate examinations, which was a great loss and brought me great distress because of the possibility of not being able to proceed to matric due to lack of funds. My dear mother was a housewife. At that moment, an angel of God appeared through the principal of Lady Selborne High, Mr. S.P. Gwagwa, and that was Miss Lucy Franklin from Yorkshire in the United Kingdom. She offered to pay all my school fees. I was overjoyed and thanked God and my gods for giving me this rare opportunity to continue with my studies. I was prepared to make my father's dreams come true. In his life, he always told his friends that one day I was going to become a school teacher. And indeed, I did become one. My family. I did not know that the dawn of 1956 would be a turning point in my youth and ultimately my whole life. This was the day Pretoria and District Athletic Association had its annual athletic competitions in Atteridgeville. An angelic creature with stunning beauty appeared. Yet, despite her beauty, she was a humble, dignified, respectable young woman with a symmetrical frame and a dazzling smile that pierced through my heart. It took me over 4 years to get a nod of "I also love you" from Eunice. Yes, it was during 1959 that Eunice ultimately said yes to my proposal. Eunice and I got married on 7 July 1962. We were blessed with 4 beautiful children: Anthony Kwame Sebola, who is late, Sophie Charity Raisibe, Dr. Thomas Mahula, who is late, and Dr. Ntabiseng Winsome Sally. Let me share about my work life. between the years of 1966, 73, and 75. I worked for SABC Radio Bantu Northern Sotho Services. I started working at the SABC on 1 January 1966 as an announcer, a producer, and a translator. As an announcer, I was allocated different programs to compile and present or direct, like reading of news, reviews, and presentation of prescribed works of Northern Sotho for the matriculation class for all the schools that taught Northern Sotho. I also took charge of the recording of dramas and directed youth programs called Phatlali Hunadi. During my stay at the broadcast house, I also became a member of Radio and Television Dramas Committee. Our tasks included the reviewing and editing of manuscripts of radio and television dramas and serials. I also became a member of the Northern Sotho Language Board. I worked for the SABC Northern Sotho Services until September 1973, when the British Council gave me a scholarship to go to England to study the production of radio and television programs and the making of films at the University of Bristol. Upon my return to South Africa, the University of South Africa offered me a job in the African Languages Department. My life at the University of South Africa between 1975 until 1999. I started at UNISA on 1st April 1975 as a professional assistant. In 1978, the University Council repealed all policies and discrimination against African lecturers and all university workers. We were then given the same statuses as our white counterparts according to our qualifications. The university also opened all amenities like cafeterias and restrooms to all workers. Before that, African language assistants and workers were not allowed to use all these amenities. We were also not allowed to attend graduation ceremonies in the Great Hall and not in any community hall in some township or graduation hall of a Bantustan university like the University College of the North at Teflo. The first time I graduated was at this university college and not at UNISA. For my honors degree, I graduated at the Harangua Community Hall. The University Great Hall at UNISA was only used for the graduation ceremonies of white students. Yes, this is how far we've come in our country during white regime in the Republic of South Africa. When I completed the Masters of Arts degree in 1979, I had the privilege of graduating in the University Great Hall in Pretoria. The same happened with my doctoral degree in 1989. This is the year in which I was promoted from senior lecturer to an associate professor. In 1991, I was promoted to the position of full professor. I delivered my inaugural lecture on 13 August 1991. The topic of my lecture was the African critic, past, present, and future. What were my academic responsibilities? Well, this ranged from holding group discussions at various places in the country, as well as at the campus. I was also responsible for guiding honors students in writing their articles. My main responsibility, however, was guiding and promoting masters and doctoral ones. By the time I retired from the Department of African Languages, I'd managed to successfully promote 10 doctoral students and supervise more than 10 master's students in the Department of African Languages. Besides the academic degrees, I also obtained some professional qualifications, amongst others, the following. In 1960, Bantu Education Teachers Diploma, University College of the North. 1974, Diploma in Radio, Film and Television, University of Bristol, United Kingdom. 1997, Postgraduate Diploma in Translation of the University at the University of South Africa. In 1974, the American Embassy in the United Kingdom awarded me a leadership exchange grant to visit major television and radio stations and renowned filmmaking centers like Hollywood and Disneyland. I also had the opportunity of visiting Colorado University in Nebraska, which specialized in the production of educational television programs. These were all eye-openers and widened my experience in mass media. A bit about my research, my outputs, and my rewards. All academic personnel of any university are expected during their academic careers to conduct research and publish their findings in accredited academic journals or publishing houses, which are specializing in academic publications. In 1984, I was awarded the E.M. Ramaila Prize for the best Northern Sotho drama called Kelela Khobedi, the Pimp. In 1986, I was awarded the E.M. Ramaila Prize for the best Northern Sotho drama, namely Naga Khadi Etelane, East-West Home Best. In 1990, I was awarded the Diager Home Literary Prize for the best drama in Northern Sotho. The name of the drama is Amuswina Ngwana Takana, the Boni Last Fixed Stem. In the same year, I was also awarded the E.M. Ramaila Literary Prize for the best folklore manual in Northern Sotho called Dipeko Tsa Bagologolo. I further produced and wrote 5 dramas in Northern Sotho, compiled and edited a comprehensive Northern Sotho poetry anthology called Sisegothetho, Granary of Poetry. I compiled and edited a comprehensive collection of the best Northern Sotho short stories called Ditswa Pitse Nkgolo ya Bokgabongwalo. Compiled and edited 5 anthologies in Northern Sotho for high schools. Character delineation in 3 novels of O.K. Matsepe. My MA dissertation published by J.L. van Schaik in 1995. The novels of O.K. Matsepe, my doctoral thesis, published by J.L. van Schaik in 1993. Comparative Literature and African Literature contributed a chapter edited by C.F. Swanepoel. Matsepe's Worldviews contributed a chapter in Worldviews edited by M. McNamara. Co-author, a series of Northern Sotho languages textbooks for high schools for grades 7 to 11, Sesotho sa Leboa sa Mahlahla, Active Northern Sotho. 14 articles and book reviews. 11 papers read at seminars, regional, national, and international conferences. A bit about my translations and editing. I translated and edited 16 children's books from English, Afrikaans into Northern Sotho. Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. Diwele Magolela. Long Walk to Freedom. Leeto Telele ho ya Tokologong. Nelson Mandela Vivlia Publishers, 2001. Khalil Gibran, The Prophet, Moprofeta, published by Book Publications, Pretoria. A white paper, People First, Batubele. Bob Mas Translations, Government Publication. Constitution of South Africa, translation into Northern Sotho. Child of the Soil by Letlape Mphahlele. Ngwana wa Mohu War, 2010. Final editing of the translation of the Bible in Northern Sotho, Bibele, Taba ye Botse, published by Lekgotla la Bibele la Afrika Borwa, 2000. My membership of university organizations and community activities. I took part in university organizations and academic obligations, as well as active participation in community social activities. I was a member of the Northern Sotho Language Board, UNISA representative, member of African Languages Association of South Africa, External examiner of the following universities in Northern Sotho and undergraduate and postgraduate examinations. University of Pretoria, undergraduates and postgraduates. University of the North, now Limpopo, undergraduate and postgraduate. University of Johannesburg, Rand Afrikaanse University, postgraduate. Potchefstroom University, postgraduate. University of the Witwatersrand, external examiner, undergraduate translation courses. My community social activities. I was a member of the Mamelodi Society for the Care of the Aged, MASCA, from 1988 till 2015. First secretary and then chairperson of the organization. Mamelodi Young Men Christian Association, founder and member. Co-director, Pretoria Adult Choir, conducted by S.M. Makhalemele based at Mamelodi. Member of the University of South Africa Mixed Voice Choir. Member of the Governing Council of the then Transvaal College of Education, Soshanguve. Member of the Governing Council of Bosile School for the Blind, Groblersdal. Chief Examiner for the Matriculation Examinations Northern Sotho for Joint Matriculation Board, Department of Education between 1975 to 1990. Moderator of Northern Sotho examinations for SAFSET, later called Umalusi, 1991 till 1999. Conductor and trainer of the Lutheran Bapedi Church Choir, Mamelodi West. Member of the South African Folklore Society. Member of the editorial board of Alternation Journal of the Center for the Study of South African Literature and Languages. Department of African Languages, CESTED. Its members were Professor J.M. Lenake, Professor C.T.D. Marivate, Professor C.T. Msimang, Professor D.B.Z. Nduli, Professor M.S. Serudu, Professor J.S. Shole. It performed at various university social occasions, including graduation ceremonies. Retirement. I retired from the services of the University of South Africa on 30 September 1999. In appreciation of my services, the university honored me with the status of Professor Emeritus in October 1999, which allows me to be a permanent member of the University of South Africa's Senate. I am survived by my two beautiful daughters, Charity and Tabiseng, 11 grandchildren, Bulani, Tado, Ngwato, Letabo, Tony Jr., Katleho, Liago, Dumane, Mahula, Homolemo, Lehosi, and 8 grandchildren. Robala ka khujo pebetse ya lena. Tema le iphetile.
You were the word at the beginning, one with God the Lord Most High. Your hidden glory in creation, now revealed in you, our Christ. What a beautiful name it is. What a beautiful name it is. You sing. You were the word at the beginning, one with God the Lord Most High. Your hidden